Who was Eliza Fletcher? Who was she? She was a beautiful 34-year-old, a mother of two, a wife. She was a teacher. She was an avid jogger, and she was just a beautiful soul who lost her life after she decided to go for her routine morning jog. And with that, let's get into this video of who Eliza was and how she passed away. The story of Eliza Fletcher, of this day, starts off September 2nd, 2022 at 4 a.m. on a Friday morning. Headed out for her regular jog around 4 a.m. and waiting and stalking her is the monster in his 2013 black GMC Terrain. 24 minutes before she passed him, sitting there just watching and waiting. We know that also Eliza qualified for the Boston Marathon. She took her normal route, 4:20 a.m. They see a monster aggressively approach her and force her into his car. Other footage shows Miss Fletcher and the monster struggle, knowing that it sat there for 4 minutes before driving off. What happened in that 4 minutes? But we do know from the autopsy result that Eliza Fletcher was severely injured in that attack. As the morning grows later, a passing cyclist spots Miss Fletcher's cell phone lying near the scene of the abduction. But at that moment, of course, he has no idea what's taken place, but rides over to her family's home to return it. I wonder how he knew whose phone it was and where she lived. He also spots a pair of Champion sandals that police would later obtain a DNA from that led them to the prime suspect, the monster, Cleotha Abston. The morning grows later, 7 a.m. The Memphis PD receives a call from Eliza's husband, Richard, to let them know that his wife has not made it home from her jog. Around this time, the University of Memphis also phones police. Police locate some of Eliza's belongings from the scene. That afternoon, Memphis PD held a press conference appealing for information regarding Eliza. The forensic testing that we know went in really quick from the sandals left at the scene is a match for Cleotha Abston, a violent felon who spent 20 years in prison for kidnapping. Let's not forget that the man that he kidnapped was the lawyer at the law firm where Eliza's husband works at. They traced the monster's cell phone records to the place where Eliza was abducted. A senseless crime, and that right there is the face of evil. The following day, at 10:45 a.m., a Saturday, September 3rd, 2022, the U.S. Marshals locate a black SUV matching the description of the vehicle seen in their surveillance footage in a parking lot close to Abston's home in Waterstone Oak Way. They see him standing in the doorway, and after a short pursuit, he is taken into custody. And then we've got the two witnesses, his brother, Mario Abston, and it was his girlfriend, saw him cleaning the GMC Terrain with floor cleaner and washing clothes in a sink. Police also found Eliza's evidence in the vehicle, which determined that she suffered serious injury when he abducted her. His brother was also arrested on manufacture of heroin, fentanyl, and because he was a felon, and I think he also had a gun in his possession. The monster has never cooperated, not even to this day. Saturday evening, her family comes out with a video statement appealing for help in finding Eliza, offering a $50,000 reward for her safe return. And we know that she is the granddaughter to Orgel, who was a billionaire. Sunday, September 4th, 2022, the Memphis police announced Cleotha Abston has been charged with the abduction and tampering with evidence. The day Eliza was found, Monday, September 5th, 2022, just after 5 p.m. on Monday, officers found a body in a vacant duplex on the 1600 block of Victor Street in South Memphis, Tennessee, around half a mile from Abston's home. Tuesday, September 6th, at around 8:45 a.m., police confirmed via tweet that the human remains located on Monday night belonged to Eliza. Additional charges of first-degree murder and first-degree murder in perpetration of a kidnapping have been laid against the monster. A few minutes later, he appeared at the Shelby County Circuit Court for arraignment on the kidnapping charges. Wednesday, September 7th, the monster Abston made his second appearance at the Shelby County Circuit Court, where the judge revoked his bond, which he had on the kidnapping. That is when he asked to be known as Cleotha Henderson and not Cleotha Abston. And then the court record showed that he was listed as Cleotha Henderson, a monster. We cannot forget about Alicia Franklin. She was the girl who claimed that Cleotha Abston sexually assaulted her by gunpoint in that vacant apartment. She went to the hospital. She did the kit, but they never admitted the kit into any type of database. And she accused the Memphis police of dismissing her case as that of an average black girl. So her assault kit was submitted to the TBI 2 days after the crime, but the Memphis PD did not ask it to be expedited for it to be analyzed as they did in Fletcher's case. After this senseless crime, no reason, she was a beautiful girl, a mom, a wife, a teacher, a Christian. She led a healthy life, a runner. It is just bizarre that she happened to be related to the person at the law firm, which was her uncle by marriage. That is definitely a coincidence. Then her autopsy was released. It revealed that Eliza was shot and killed. The death was ruled a homicide. She was shot in the back of the head. They stated that her body was in a state of decomposition. The report also revealed that she had blunt force injuries to her right leg. I always felt that maybe that fight getting into the car, that maybe her leg got stuck in the door, or it just screams being the right leg and him putting her on the passenger side. The toxicology revealed fentanyl was also in Eliza's system. One reading shows concentrations of 10 ng/ml found in her body. Some academic studies show as little as 5 ng/ml can be fatal. Absolutely disgusting. Left her in a shallow grave, literally on the side of a house, with her clothes off, while her shorts, which were found in a garbage down the road. Eliza's family must absolutely miss her. I cannot even imagine what her little boys are going through. But these are some of the words that her family had to say. Her family writes, she truly walked and modeled the Christian life and trusted in her unwavering faith. Eliza was a light to all who knew her. Her contagious smile and laughter could brighten any room. Eliza was pure of heart and innocent in ways that made her see the very best in everyone she met. To know her was to love and to be loved by her. Her impact is extraordinary, as is witnessed in the prayer groups, vigils held at the homes of friends and family, church and school gatherings, and memorial runs and walks held in her honor. The outpouring of love and grief would have surprised Eliza, though she certainly was. Restore to me the joy of your salvation, and uphold in me a willing spirit. Psalm 51:12.
I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine.